Hello. Did you miss me? Yes. Yes, I know. I'm just wonderful. I'm not gonna be traveling for the rest of this year, probably. I think so. Well, actually, yeah, I won't. Until next year. So I'm gonna be home. It's so exciting. Before I get into things, I just wanted to tell you guys, when I made a tweet about because I saw before it even, sorry, I'm adjusting. I only found out that stuff that it talked about, it wasn't even a big deal that I was talking about on the membership stream. I was just kind of catching up, but then I only found out because Raora DM'd me being like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I was like, "What's there to be sorry about? Oh, don't worry about it. It's all good. Don't worry about it." But then the only thing that I was worried about was that the information was not correct. My visa did not expire. No, what was it? Oh, my passport didn't expire, and that's all I'm gonna say. I will talk, I can now tell you about what happened, but before I get into that part, I need to start from the beginning. Yeah, so I just wanted to clarify with the wrong information. People knew that I was already in Korea with IRyS, because IRyS was talking about it. So I was like, yeah, that's okay. That part is fine. The part I was just kind of about was saying that my passport expired, and I don't want to make people worry too much, because it wasn't as big as an expiration of a passport, and I'm pretty sure if my passport was close to expiring, they wouldn't let me travel. Yeah. So anyway, before that, where do I begin? So I had to go on this trip, this long trip, because it was a special family occasion that I had to participate in. And then now came to this point, now I can talk about it. So I was actually gonna go to, and I did go to Vietnam with my parents because I wanted to be a good tour guide once again, because what am I? Besides not, I have to be a tour guide. I am used to this. I gotta make sure that my parents aren't lost in the middle of nowhere. So we were going to Vietnam since it's relatively closer, from Korea than it is in Canada. So went there, or at least was going to. And then the moment when I arrived at the airport, turns out that certain countries require visas while other countries don't. And I was part of that. So I was like, oh, oh. And so I could not go. And my parents were like, oh, we didn't buy a SIM card. What's gonna happen? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's what I thought too. I got an eSIM, and I downloaded the Grab app to make sure that they're gonna be okay. But then turns out that I couldn't. You can apply for visa on arrival. Yeah, but you can't do that is the thing. Due to the time constraints, and also you can only do it during the weekdays, not during the weekends, because that's when the government is not working, the Vietnam government. So yeah, I found all of this out. I've experienced it firsthand, so can't do that. So I was like, oh, well, you know what? I guess I can't go. I hope you guys have a good time. But I was also really worried. I actually cried because I was so worried, because they were initially saying that, oh, maybe we should stay behind. And I didn't want them to waste their plane ticket and the hotel. And I was really worried. I felt like I was sending them off to die and be like an orphan in like a country that they don't really know how to navigate their way. They don't have a SIM card. And I was just instructing them to like buy a SIM card at the airport. And yeah, and I didn't go to sleep. I set an alarm. I mean, I guess, yeah, I did take a nap, but I set an alarm for the time that they would approximately arrive. And I was staying up at around like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. to make sure. And yeah, I was having a little breakdown, because I was like, what if something happens to them? How am I gonna live? How am I gonna live with the guilt? It's and I was so sad and upset. And then in the meantime, I was getting in touch with a very shady lady. I just found her information around social media. Like, some of them were willing to do like a faster visa for maybe around like $300 something, but this lady was willing to do it for like just $100. And she didn't have like any proper social media or anything. It was just solely through WhatsApp. And I was like, okay, I am what's her name gonna be? I'm trusting you, Mandy. Yeah, so she said, oh, I take Wise, I take PayPal, I take whatever. So I said, okay, I will transfer to you like right now. And then I was like, fill in the details, and I did. Earlier, I was close to submitting my information on like another website, but I think that was a scam. Thank God I didn't put in any like bank details or anything, but I felt like something was off when I was like going through it. So I didn't fill it out, and then they were like sending me an email where they were like, hey, you didn't complete the payment details. You should do that right now. And I was like, no. Thank God. They have all my other information, but at least they don't have my payment details, so that's good. Anyway, back to what was her name again? Yeah. Well, what was her name? Mandy. So Mandy was saying, okay, so just to let you know, all the other places that are saying that they can fill in the visa during weekends, they're all scams. Disregard them. And I was like, okay, Mandy. And she was like, I can finish it an hour or 2 or 3 or 4. Pick your poison. I was like, okay. And then she was like, oh, actually, you can just go for like option C, since you're going to be arriving later. So this is going to be cheaper. I was like, thank you, Mandy. And she was like, okay, so I'm going to give you a visa on arrival, and you can just use this. And it's like just a PDF file. I was like, oh, is this really going to work? And then she started writing in like all caps all of a sudden. Like, she was just typing normally. And then suddenly all caps saying, you must show this, disregard. It was just very shady writing. Yeah. So I was so worried. And then I got through, surprisingly. So I was like, oh, I wasn't scanned. Oh, thank God. And then she was saying, oh, I'll send the rest of the details by the time that you arrive. And I was like, okay. And so I arrived. And that was good. That was promising. And she did send me the visa when I arrived. So I was like, oh my God. Thank you, Mandy. You saved my life. And so after that, I grabbed the taxi and I took off and was able to spend those few days I had with my parents. Yeah, but anyway, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that my parents arrived safe and sound at the hotel, which was good. I was already like before they arrived, I asked another friend of mine. They only need to pay like 6 cents per minute for international calls. So I was asking them if they could call the hotel on my behalf and tell them that even if I'm not there, are they still going to be able to check in for the hotel? And they were just saying, oh yes, just give me the confirmation number and things will be all right. And did everything beforehand to make sure that they will enter safe and sound. And they did. So I was happy. I gave my parents like all the details, like the hotel address and everything. And I told them to connect to their airport Wi-Fi when they arrive so that they can get all this information down and to get a SIM card and everything. Yeah. And then by the time that I arrived, it was good. I was looking around for places that are good to eat, and they seem to have had a good time. I was just looking around for places to eat and things to do, and they seem to have enjoyed it, and that made me happy. Did I eat pho? I did. I had it every day. So good. Their banh mi was so good too. Yeah. So, yeah, it was a good time. So anyway,